tight end Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run here with Balaj. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 13. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Caught. It's Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal of 37.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo. And in the second quarter, it's the Redskins who are out in front. Case Keenum's thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. In that game, level as they take on the visiting Indianapolis.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's not going to get me.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Balaj. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.